when I first went to Poland in January of '89, I had the same outlook on Poles as my sons did when I took them to. I mean, I just bought into this because, I understand the trauma of my parents. I understand where they came from, and that's what I, internalized. To us, the Poles were the ultimate other. They were beyond redemption. They were as far from the pale as you can get. And I felt that by somehow taking my sons to Poland and finding exemplary behavior, that even during the darkest days of the Holocaust, when any act of decency was punishable by death, it was still possible to find people who could choose to do the right thing. I thought that might impress upon my sons that no one is beyond redemption, that everybody who is created in God's image has a potential to choose goodness.
Ritual is a fascinating thing and an incredibly powerful thing for people, and it's something we need more of, frankly, in this world. And many people are familiar with the act of putting a prayer or a piece of paper in the wall in Jerusalem, which we see early on in the film. But I never expected Menachem to take a prayer and put it in all these locations we went to over in Poland, including a great scene where he's literally putting it in a lamppost where there was once the synagogue. Now, Menachem, the great thing about Menachem is he's able to envision and imagine that synagogue there, and it's important to put that piece of paper there. And that's the scene where Menachem's sons, completely ridicule him there because they think it's absurd. And the beauty of what happens, the magic of what happens, is that later on in the film they begin to understand the magic themselves, and they get past their laughing to their crying.